My name is Clare Fulton. I'm a trainer for the Jolly Learning Organisation, an experienced teacher. I work for Scottish Book Trust and have also worked with National Literacy Trust. Seeing children developing the skill of learning to read is magical for all teachers. The moment when these once strange symbols represent something that children can understand and put together to make words, make sentences, make paragraphs, make stories is very special for every child, and we have the privilege of helping to make that happen. An important human skill is to be able to do something for yourself, to feel that sense of capability, which instills confidence and a can-do attitude to being able to tackle other new and different activities. But if a child can learn to read, we have opened the door to the world, as they can read and learn about anything. The magic of Jolly Phonics lies in its multisensory approach, which means that it truly caters for all learners, visual, auditory and kinesthetic. Most of us are a mixture of the three, and so it's evident that as we meet the needs of all in the way that we teach Jolly Phonics through systematic, methodical teaching of the sounds and what to do with them in fun, engaging, inspiring activities, we've found a way to get literacy education right for all children, for boys as well as girls, for children who have additional support needs, for children for whom English is a second or additional language, and for adult learners too. I started with Jolly Phonics in a special school in which children had additional support needs, and it was when I saw how it worked for our children that I was completely captivated. The beauty of Jolly Phonics is that it's designed to fit with no one country's educational framework or specific curriculum. It has been created in such a way that it can fit with what all countries are doing. There are 42 sounds in the English language, as we know, and once you know what to do with them, blend them together in order to read words, sentences, stories and so on, and segment them in order to spell words accurately and with confidence, you have the firm foundations on which we can start to build with Jolly Grammar. Teachers and educators always respond with enthusiasm to that which they see will work for their pupils, and so in my experience, Jolly Phonics and Jolly Grammar have been exceptionally well received in all of those countries and more. In Scotland, we have reading schools, which is an accreditation programme which has been developed to support schools in building a reading for pleasure culture, finding the right book hooks for pupils so that all pupils will become enthusiastic readers. So this involves talking about books, so teachers and pupils sharing reviews, creating little book nooks around the school, creating reading displays, teachers and pupils wearing Ask Me What I'm Reading badges, so people will ask you what you're reading and talk about it, and supporting pupils in finding the books that will appeal to them, so often in different formats. It might be audiobooks, it might be non-fiction, it might be poetry, short story, graphic novels, books which also exist as films. We have some of the best opportunities for all pupils in Scotland. For pupils starting primary school in Scotland, we have the BookBug Primary 1 Family Bag, which has books in it and materials to encourage children to enjoy the 3 books that they have received, and also to complete the associated activity book, which they can do at school and at home. We provide relevant classroom materials for teachers to use in school which relate to the books and resources that the pupils receive too. And this is building on the 3 prior BookBug bags that children have received as babies, as toddlers and in nursery school. And then for our primary 2 and primary 3 pupils, they all receive a bag with 2 carefully chosen quality books as well as resources which will promote literacy and numeracy. And again, there are suggestions for teachers to support them in making full use of these materials and resources in the classroom, using them for homework activities and encouraging parents to use them at home. The National Literacy Trust Early Words Together programme, on which I also worked, is like the BookBug programme, one which brings together parents and children to enjoy stories, rhymes, songs, mark making and crafts in social settings, and that it's often used in our fabulous libraries. So with Jolly Phonics to teach children how to read and write effectively, Jolly Grammar to then make sure that children are secure in the use of spelling, grammar and punctuation, and the Early Words Together and Scottish Book Trust whole suite of excellent programmes, there's a bright future for literacy in Scotland. Yes, exciting, effective and long-lasting.